I know you've been waiting for this match, and so have I. Everybody, I'm Michael Wood, and you're seeing the heavyweight match, the hardcore match between Eddie Brock and Biff Slater. Eddie Brock diving out of the ring to start this one off. Eddie Brock taking down Biff Slater. You're watching All-Star Wrestling in Tampa, Florida. It's Friday night, every single Friday night. Stroker's Bar, come check us out. See the big names and the stars. Shane Swift, Simon Says, Eddie Torres, Biff Slater, Eddie Brock. See all the big stars in All-Star Wrestling. This is a Christmas hardcore match. You bring it in. If it's wrapped, these wrestlers can use it as a weapon. They can use anything that they unwrap here tonight. Eddie Brock now taking it to the Biff. Biff Slater walking away from Eddie Brock. I don't think I've ever seen Biff Slater walk away from a fight before. Now Slater thrown up against that turnbuckle. Slater down, going over to a fan for help. Not sure what's going on here, reaching out. And Eddie Brock just taking it to Slater. Big left hand closed fist, it's legal. And we have a special guest referee tonight. That's Jordan O'Neal, the rookie sensation Jordan O'Neal from All-Star Wrestling, an exclusive wrestler acting as the referee this evening. Eddie Brock now taunting the fans. Eddie Brock getting him into the match, actually. Ole, ole, gonna go for it, gonna knock Biff Slater out. No, just paints the face of Biff Slater. There you see the Afro Squad in the background. That is the Rated R Afro Star in red, along with Jordy Scrubbings. Eddie Brock with the lazy cover and only the 2 count there. Biff Slater able to kick out. Now Eddie Brock is not happy with Jordan O'Neal. We're going to fast forward for just a second here, folks. And here's Biff Slater going up to that second turnbuckle, going to dive outside the ring onto Eddie Brock. Onto the hard concrete here at the bar. I wouldn't trust those floors if I were Biff Slater. You'd probably get tetanus if you're not careful. Now Biff Slater has unwrapped a couple, what it would look like, cookie tins, cookie sheets. Big one across the head of Eddie Brock, just taking him down. Another one. Look at this, just denting that. And the fans brought these. These aren't props, folks. The fans brought these in. The fans wrapped these. This is a fun event for All-Star Wrestling here, the last show of 2009. If you didn't get a chance to see this, is that a safe? That's a safe. Oh, sickening. That didn't even dent the safe. He just tore through the cranium of Eddie Brock. That, quite honestly, that was one of the most vicious shots to the head that I've seen in my wrestling career. That was a steel safe that somebody brought in. I don't know what kind of sick, perverted fan wraps a safe. Probably the same guy who wraps a chair. Who wraps a chair? Now it's a legal part of this match. And a low blow by Eddie Brock. Didn't want to take that chair shot. Very smart of him. Picks up the chair himself to the kidneys of Biff Slater. You know, you take out someone's kidneys like that, that's an old boxing trick. If they can't circulate the blood and keep the lactic acids out of the body, that will wear someone out real quick. Now Eddie Brock just working the head over Biff Slater. I don't know how Eddie Brock, he's got to have a concussion at this point after the serious shot that he took to the head. That's got to be a shot of the week candidate for Wrestling 911 of the future. And look at this, what did he unwrap now? A plunger, a dirty, filthy, used plunger. Just, ooh, and another chair shot now by the Biff. Biff racking it up and across the back of the American Gangsta, Eddie Brock. This is ridiculous what these people have wrapped. The fans are into this for sure. There you see, oh, right, Stone Cold Steve Austin style, right up the ass, Eddie Brock. Woo! Folks, once again, you're watching All-Star Wrestling from Tampa, Florida, aswrestling.com. That was a beer into the eye. Somebody wrapped up a beer, shook up a beer. And Jordan O'Neal trying to go to the back, trying to go to the locker room, and Biff Slater, I don't think he's going to have any of this. There you see Jimmy Mack, and now Biff Slater putting Jordan O'Neal in a wheelchair, sliding him back into the ring. Whoa, goodness. And face first goes Eddie Brock into that turnbuckle. And Biff Slater's going to take a nap, a little siesta, a little vacation here. He's not the vacation foundation, but he's relaxing a little bit. There you see some of our beautiful fans. You see Samantha and Robin enjoying their time here. The bar is packed with patrons from front to back here to watch All-Star Wrestling. Looks like somebody just wrapped another chair. Some sort of Christmas ornament. Not sure if it's glass. Biff Slater's going to try to break it across the head of Eddie. Looked like it wasn't glass. He's upset that thing didn't break. He's going to try it again. And I think that it did break it in half that time. Jordan O'Neal, again, special guest referee here at All-Star Wrestling, Stroker's Bar in Tampa. There you see one of our many photographers getting photos for such places as Pro Wrestling Illustrated and the Wrestler magazine. And Eddie Brock, I think a fan just gave him a gift, had it under the table. Eddie Brock not real happy about that. The Bourbon Street Mafia is going to have to separate these two as Eddie Brock, oh, look at that, just hammered the Bourbon Street Mafia with a freaking chair. This is disgusting, folks. And Biff Slater just taking it to Eddie Brock, big right hand by a man who bench presses over 500 pounds, WWE protege. And look at this, actually hit him with a cake. He hit Eddie Brock with a cake. A fan, some demented, twisted fan, probably Jordy Scrubbings, wrapped up a Publix cake and delivered it to the Biff as a Christmas present. Now there's that chair, again, a legal part of this match because the fans wrapped it, brought it in. I've never seen a match like this, and Eddie Brock, he got the thing to stand up on all four legs after throwing it at the Biff's head. Tremendous. I don't think he can do that again if he wanted to. Just like Samoa Joe just paints his face, Eddie Brock taking it to Biff Slater. And look at this, Eddie Brock, I don't think he's done with Slater now. Going for a DDT on the chair, boom, hits it. Biff Slater goes down like a ton of bricks. 300 plus pounds of Biff Slater laying prone on the mat. And look at this, Jordan O'Neal not going to go with the cover, not going to go with the count. Slow count by Jordan O'Neal. It looks like he's saying he has something in his eyes. I don't know what the story is there, but Eddie Brock is not happy, just slapping the face of Jordan O'Neal. And now Jordan O'Neal off the rope, spring back and speared by Eddie Brock. Now Biff Slater spins him around. Biff Slater's chance to shine here. Throws him down like Taz did in the glory days of ECW. Here comes Billy Dalton. 1, 2, and only got the 2 count. Referee, possibly the greatest referee in the state, Billy Dalton, diving into the ring. No offense to Dan there, but Billy Dalton, clearly one of the senior officials in the state of Florida. Biff Slater now, a man who bench presses well over 500 pounds. Looks like he's going for that Bill Goldberg style of spear. And just timing him, grabs him now. Look at this. Now elbows by Eddie Brock. Eddie Brock, he goes for the spear. Who would have known? Eddie Brock coming with a spear of his own. These two super heavyweights, big heavyweights, going at it here. Stroker's Bar in Tampa every Friday night. Make sure to check it out. And Biff Slater is really just down and out, maybe KO. That was a big spear by Eddie Brock. Eddie Brock able to manage for the cover, the 1, 2, and only got the 2 count. Biff Slater catching a little bit of a breather there, but I don't know that either one of these men have too much more left in them after, and we had to cut out some for time limits here for YouTube, but there's been at least 5 to 10 chair shots each. Eddie Brock taking that stiff shot from a safe, and now Eddie Brock on his feet, in control here, off the ropes, reversal by the Biff, goes for the spine buster. Someone's gonna have to go for the cover here. Biff Slater gonna go for the cover here. Biff picking up the chair. Look at this. Look at this. He's setting him up. He's a 300-pound man, and he's got a chair, and he is pissed off. Duck under by Brock. Spinning heel kick to the face. I think Brock may have this thing won. No one can kick out of that. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. It's over, folks. Eddie Brock wins the match. Biff Slater goes down, folks. Check out Wrestling911.com. All-Star Wrestling, ASWrestling.com. I'm Michael Wood. I'm out of here. Thanks for joining us, folks. We'll see you next Friday at Strokers.